Here we are.
Hey,
Welcome,
what's
welcome
happening?
everyone. Welcome everyone to another great Ravenscry live chat. Tonight we have a very special guest from USA. Welcome to Lucifer, Suzanne, and Adam from MAGG.
Hello.
Hey, hey
How's it
guys.
going?
Hi guys, welcome. How are you?
Very good. Tired. Just got off work.
Wow.
Oh, really? Wow.
What time is it back there?
It is 4:30 in the afternoon,
Oh,
Okay.
or 5 o'clock.
Okay, it's night here, so we are tired too,
Yeah,
but for the music we do
I'm good.
everything we
I'm
can.
good. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm not sure you are drinking water, you know.
Yeah, it's water. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's okay.
Okay,
It's
guys,
better.
so thanks
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
accepting our invitation. So how is the situation in your town right now?
As far as
COVID.
COVID, yeah.
COVID?
Yeah.
What are the restrictions right now?
Well, they just lifted all the restrictions if you've been double vaccinated. So if you're
Okay.
double vaccinated, you can not have to wear a mask at all.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah. So yeah, and then we've got a show coming up this week. It's going to be the first one where there's no restrictions.
Oh,
Wow,
wow.
really?
Pretty
Wow,
stoked.
great
start.
In
with
a
that
venue?
way.
It will be in a venue?
Yeah, it'll be in a place called Scandals Live. Should be full venue. Should be full. Because everybody's dying for music here. Like they want to go out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I imagine.
yeah,
And
yeah.
how many people will could go to the show?
Oh, this one's in a bar, so maybe 200 max.
I think
Wow.
250 is.
Wow, not bad.
Sure.
Yeah,
Not bad.
yeah, no, not bad for a small show. Absolutely, I'll take 250. You know, energy. The more energy we get, the more energy we give. It's great.
Yeah, we played a show last month and kind of a comparison venue here, Elevation 27. We played with a Metallica cover band, and because of COVID and stuff like that, they actually had all seating. Like this venue literally could fit about 400 to 500 people easily in it. They were only limited to about 120 people because it was all seating. You had to sit to watch your show compared to standing.
It's really weird because they're sitting. You know what I'm saying? They're in tables, like table 1, table 2, table 3, and it's like,
Yeah.
When I throw my pitch to you at table 1, table 2, but you know, they're fans, so you know you go with it. You can see them; they're right there. You know, so
Yeah, it's something. It's something, you know.
Yeah. And it's really weird because like we're a very, very high pace energy band. So it's like you definitely would be moving with us. And it's weird. So it's like Brutus and Les and Suzanne all move around up on the front of the stage. So and then me back on the drum kit, obviously I can only move so much, but it's like, you know, it's like seeing them bounce around the stage and then you kind of look out to the crowd, you're like, man, I wish they could. you're literally like, it's like we are the most active ones, and usually it's the crowd that's usually the most active ones.
Yeah.
Can I tell you? So our first live that we did, you know, with the pandemic, we did one of those live streams where there was no one in front of us. So it was just us performing to a bunch of people that were on, you know, doing a live feed. And it was such an interesting experience to have no one in front of you, but like 200 people attending the live stream. So, you know, at one point I was like, you guys, thank you so much. You're awesome. And I just pretended to have crowd.
I ate some shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Dude. Hey.
Yeah.
Puppies eat turds.
Yeah, I was about to say that I am seeing two other bandmates of yours. Like, what's the name of the dogs?
Tommy Boy, Turbo, and then we have Anime.
Hey,
Wow.
Yeah, they're insane. Like they're
yeah.
bulldogs, so
Hi
they don't
guys.
listen.
Hey.
Yeah, this is Tommy.
Hey. Hey man.
Hey,
Yeah, so I
great.
was looking at the question. So this is one of our hobbies.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay, perfect. I think we can start with the questions
yes,
if you
go ahead.
want.
Yeah, of course.
So let's start with a very standard one. When did you start singing and playing, and how?
The style.
No, how? When did you start singing and playing?
Oh, me?
Singing
I've
for
been playing
Suzanne, playing
violin.
guitar for you, Bruce, and drums for
I've been
Adam
playing
and Ouch.
violin since I was 7, and once I learned violin, which was the Suzuki method, uh, every instrument. It used to piss my friends off because I mean I can pick an instrument up and literally play it. Like
Oh,
it took me like 2 weeks to learn how to the theory behind the piano. 2 weeks I
Wow.
was playing it. Guitar same way,
wow.
but the guitar, man, like I remember mowing my grass for months to go get the biggest stamp I could find. My mom was pissed because I was like wanting to learn how to play Boston and Guns N' Roses, and I was like in there,
Yeah.
sucked. But I was loud. I was like, gah, 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 gah. So,
Yeah, we know the feeling.
yeah. So I've been
Yeah.
playing this a while.
Yeah, one of the biggest things that I admire about Bruce is his ear. Like literally, he can sit there. You can put a song in front of him and give him a guitar, and I guarantee you he'll start playing it in 5 minutes. No joke.
Wow.
I've seen him do it. Like, hey, yeah, what about doing this song? Grabs his acoustic guitar, starts finding the picking and the fingering and the note, and he's like, away I go. Literally, I was like,
It's a curse too, though, because you know when I'm writing music like I am right now, I'm in the studio in my other room, and I'll get done with a song, like we're working on one right now, and I barely get any sleep because I'll get there and it'll be like 2 in the morning. I'll wake up and go, oh, yeah, that's what's gonna go there. So
Wow.
the music will turn all night. I'll get up at 5 a.m. to go down here and play a guitar part. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a curse. It's great. It's great.
What about you, Suzanne?
I started singing. I really was a late bloomer on this. I used to love singing, but I didn't actually start taking lessons, I think, until I was 25. So I started taking lessons when I was like 25 years old. And then I want to say about 5 years ago, I bought a piano and I just started, tinkering around and I started playing. And then 2 years later, or even a year later, I wound up in an original band. And then there we were. And I've always written songs. So when I was younger, before I had actually taken any vocal lessons, I had written songs and sang some songs. But I didn't have any music, and I didn't have a band, so it wasn't anything professional. You know what I mean? It was just more like a hobby, obviously, and an outlet. You know what I mean? An outlet for me to kind of express my feelings because I tend to be kind of sensitive, and I'm a bit of an empath. So I'm always very in tune to kind of what's happening around me, and it's just a really good outlet for me to get some of that stuff out because I get overwhelmed a lot of the time.
Oh, yeah.
Those songs are amazing too. Like she's brought songs from like she wrote in like 92 or something, and she'll be like, hey, I wrote this thing in 92, and she'll bring it to me. And music has changed, but music doesn't really change. It just morphs. So when she brings these songs to me, like it's like, all right, well, I'll just put it with a more modern feel, change the and, put in the I there, like take a couple of vowels out, voila. Like it's crazy.
FINE is one of those ones I wrote in 94.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've listened to FINE. That's one of the ones where if the whole vocal riff and everything, I wrote that in 1994. It was it was one of those times when I was not happy.
Yeah. Yeah, we usually take inspiration from suffering,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good way to put it.
Very much so.
Is the place where we learn something if we are observing that.
Yes.
You agree? Do you agree?
Definitely. Less.
That leads us to the next question. So when did you decide to become professional musicians, and which was the spark that brought you to this decision?
Who wants to go first? Adam, do you want to go first?
Sure. I was gonna say I started playing in bands back in 2003, I do believe. I was actually in a metalcore metal kind of cover band. We did some originals, but we did a lot of stuff from like As Lay Dying, Through the Eyes of the Dead, Job for a Cowboy type stuff. So we kind of like covered like our inspirations and then wrote like our inspirations. So we kind of just all instilled it. And then to this day, I've been in probably about eight bands, covers, originals, but this one has been my best by far. The overall professionalism in it, and literally, we don't have a lot of stuff to put on stage.
I stopped carrying an amp around a long time ago. It's great technology. I love it.
So yeah, roughly almost going on 20 years now.
Yeah, me, I was in a band in 2003 that we got signed to Slipknot's label under a guy named Steve Richards. That was a long time ago. But so then I got out of the music scene for like 10 good years. It's ugly. The industry's rough on you sometimes. And that was one of those times where I was like, yeah, I got to take a break. And so then I came back and I started writing music. And I was in another band, a different singer. And I saw Suzanne up on stage one night. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to have to do that. So, I kind of invited her. I wrote a song for her and her other band, to go use. And the band didn't like that idea, I guess. So she's like, well, they didn't really like the idea. The song was great. So I was like, all right, well, I got a better idea. I'll just call a couple cats over and we'll just do it here at your house. And then MAGG formed.
Great.
Went down.
Yeah, I started, my first band was in like 1999. It was a cover band. So that's why I always did covers. I never did originals because I always had such a hard time trying to figure out how to put the stuff together because I didn't play anything. But yeah, so that was my first band, and that was in Wisconsin, and it was really, really fun. And we did all kinds of hard rock and metal, and it was good stuff. But I didn't actually. My first original band was right before I met Bruce, and that was in 2017.
So yeah, that's about in a nutshell. My career was a long time. Like I met a lot of people, and I mean I got pretty far into the industry. It's just, man, it'll chew your ass up if you don't be careful.
Yeah, totally. Okay, let's talk a little bit now about your influences. So which are the albums and the bands that have influenced you the most during your musical growth?
Oh my God. I love
Tricky question.
I don't know if you've ever heard of them. It's Ken Andrews' band. They were pretty much the start of Tool and that whole scene in LA. But and then he kind of disappeared. That's one of the bands. The thing is, for me to answer that question, I'd have to bust all the music down into subgenres because there were some. I mean, my parents had a Wurlitzer jukebox. With the touch, you know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up on that with like everything from Hank Williams to Michael Jackson. So our friends would get over there and we'd press buttons and we'd play everything. So I mean,
yeah, sometimes me and Suzanne literally have to take his metal card from him because it's like we will literally be going down the road and like either I'll be sleeping, I'll wake up, I'm like, what is this crap we're listening to?
You listen to our new single, Pawns. If you listen to the solo right before the last chorus, you'll hear 70s. You'll hear 70s rock because that solo is straight up out of my 70s playbook. And when I did it, it was like, And I bent it, and I was like, that sounds very 70s, but let's just keep it there. That sounds great. Leave it alone. I mean, I was raised on 70s rock. I love it. I'll never get, I mean, you know, Boston and Journey, and I loved it. Loved it. Because the music told a story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gave you a gift. You could listen to a song, and it would alter your thought. And the way, you know, if you were going through something rough, I mean, you know, everybody knows when you're going through something rough. If you're going through a bad breakup, you throw some Chicago on and have a bottle of wine and go at it.
Yeah.
I listen to metal though. I mean, I do listen to metal, but you know, I have an older card. I love what I grew up on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some of my favorite albums, obviously, is Jagged Little Pill. That's one of the albums that influenced me. That's why we covered You Want to Know. That was one of the first songs I sang in my cover band, and it was, you know, in like 1999. And I was like, guys, we have got to do this song. And they were like, no, nobody's going to want to listen to that. I'm like, trust me, everyone's going to want to listen to this. That was it for my first cover band. And then another one is Fleetwood Mac. I absolutely love Fleetwood Mac. So one of the albums that I have listened to a lot is Rumors. But I also love AC/DC. A lot of the old stuff, and as you can see, I'm wearing a Hailstorm shirt. You know, I right before I got in the original band, I had listened to so much of Hailstorm, and so not that I have any vocal style like Lizzie Hale, I don't. But her lyrics move me so much.
Yeah.
I love the stories and listening to the actual stories that she tells in the songs, and that was one of the first, my favorite things when I saw her live. And she came out there, you know, in jeans and combat boots, and she just told the story of every song. It reminded me so much of going to see Stevie Nicks, who, you know, when they tell, and Melissa Etheridge, when they tell those stories. And she's another one, Melissa Etheridge, I love her. But then, you know, I also love my Godsmack, and Hell Yeah is one of my favorite bands. So, you know, you find, if you listen to it, you'll hear kind of probably bits and pieces of all that in there somewhere.
That's tough, though. That's a tough question. Every time we have to answer it, it's like, well, where do we start?
Yeah.
Because, man, there is so
Yeah. It's always like that. Yeah.
It's crazy.
About Jagged Little Pill, I remember that I used to hate that album because my sister loved Alanis Morissette and used to listen to that record again and again and again and again.
That was me.
So for many years,
so much.
Go in a room, shut the door, and screaming lyrics out.
Yeah, right through you is one
I
of my
see you, I
favorites.
see you. Behind the door crying.
yeah, but after
Hey.
She made it.
We have another band guy.
wow,
Oh.
welcome.
They just fall from
Welcome.
Just
Hey, welcome.
Find us. Ah!
What's happening?
Come here, Vicky.
He's the guy that doesn't get over much.
Yeah.
All
Oh, it's the bass player, right?
Yep.
No, I'm kidding.
Anyway, I don't hate Alanis Morissette anymore. Now I like her after many years.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yes.
Let me think about. Oh, Britney Spears for me, because of my sister.
But you know, the thing is
I know all the discography of Britney Spears. It's. I don't know if
you can be a fan.
you know it's good, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. I can't tell you that I like her, but
You don't have to like her.
some songs are catchy. Yeah.
You know, music is music. Like you.
Yeah, music is music, right?
Because there's people that don't like us. That's fact.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, everybody's, and I'm fine with that. You know, if they don't like us, I'm good with that. I'm, you know, at least they gave it a chance. If you don't like it, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to listen to my sister NoFX and hardcore punk music, but I didn't get it
I love no
right now.
I've seen no.
Yeah, they're great. They're great. Wow, they're great.
I have seen them in concert a lot, probably 15, 20 times, easy.
Wow.
Yeah, I can understand. Yeah,
Well,
I was
Vegas.
lucky. I was lucky to see them in Italy. I think 6 or 7 years ago.
That's good. That's when they were really good too.
Yeah, yeah. When they played Linoleum, by the way, gosh, was
So you like
was
Pennywise
great. You know.
too?
Yeah, unfortunately not. I didn't get Pennywise right. But I know they are great. You know.
Yeah, no,
I have to. Yeah.
and they usually go hand in hand. Like they'll play shows together.
Yeah. Or Ludwig, by the way. You know. Yeah. Great.
Okay, guys.
What?
How? Let's talk a little bit about history. So, how Mac Dylan project was born, and what are the story and the concept behind it?
Well, the story is kind of, Bruce was talking about it before, so I'll take this question. He heard me singing at an open mic night and he was working, and we met, and then we just started talking, and he said he would write me the song. So then he wrote me the song.
Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, can I interject for 1 second? Because the reason she was there was to do an open mic, but the reason I met her was I saw her on stage, obviously, but I had a stalker girlfriend who came and stalked me at work because I blocked her from Facebook. And so she's like, "Oh, that's Suzanne from Bled to Life. You want to meet her?" And here comes Suzanne. Hi. Killer at time. You know what happened? My girlfriend at the time disappeared. Exactly what happened. She disappeared. From
Like
Bled.
that,
really?
later.
No, she's like, I was looking at Suzanne. Hey, there disappeared. So that's really how.
Wow.
Yeah, so then we just started writing, and then Bruce basically formed the band. I went on a cruise called Shipwrecked, and he said, "I swear to God, by the time you get home, I'm going to have a full band." And he reached out to some people, and that was like 2 months later, obviously. But 2 months later, we formed the band, and then we started writing, and we got a show. Like, the band was formed and had our first practice, I think, in like the second week or the first week in March, and we were given a show on March 15th. And it was just, we were off and running. And the concept is really just more so about the energy, and we write about real life stories. And we really like to shift the energy and to share our experiences because, I'm a recovering person and he's a recovering person. And since we feel like a lot of it does come through the music. And if we can be helpful, we try to share those stories. Exactly.
Yeah, that's interesting. And you just speak about a little bit, but what's the songwriting process and how do you usually come up with your ideas?
She'll have a lyric sometimes. I mean, there's two different ways it happens, but most of the time, she'll have one of her ideas and she'll be like, "Hey," and I'll just kind of work it around on the acoustic. And I'm a recording engineer, so I'll go in the band room and record everything, kind of put it together about 10 different times, 10 different ways until I'm happy with it.
Just 10?
Wait. You are off about like 90.
Then the next 30 minutes.
I still have, okay, we're working, like he said earlier, we're working on a new one. I literally have like 30 different versions of it on my iTunes right now.
I want it perfect. There's so many bands to compete with now. So it's like, you listen, you learn, and we have a pretty original sound. I've held on to it through the years, you know what I'm saying? So that's the songwriting process. I'll go in there and put it together, and then I'll give it to these guys. I'll email it to them. They'll critique, "Hey, you should do this, this, and this, and this." And after a certain amount of time, we'll record it, and it'll be perfect.
Yeah, and I have a book of lyrics that we refer to. Like, if he just writes, like, if he comes up with some kind of amazing riff, because he's like the riff master, I'll listen to it and get the feel of the song and say, well, this is what I feel here. Like I feel, especially with Pawns, because we kind of had a different direction that we wanted with Pawns. And then, especially when it came down to the bridge, I was like, okay, this is what I'm feeling here. And that's it. You know what I mean? And it's so heavy. And it was just like that whole screaming. But I was so frustrated at that point. So.
Yeah, 2020 was frustrating. Very.
Yeah.
For everybody.
Yeah, I know. And we have some comments, right, Fede?
Oh, yeah. We have, okay, in Italian, okay, great. Hey amici miei, tanto amore. Hi everyone.
Hey.
Hi Ibrahim. And okay, and he's saying, hope you guys are all warm and safe from the virus. It's been cold in Cape Town ever since.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All the way from Africa.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, Cape Town is actually where Seether is originally from.
Yeah,
that's right. He has the accent. It's crazy when I met him.
That's so cool. Sorry.
He's got that accent full on, and I was like, whoa. You know, you just wouldn't think, but yeah.
Yeah, Sean Morgan.
Yeah, Cape Town. That's the bottom of Africa, correct?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
South Africa.
Let me search. I'm not good in geography.
Yeah, Google it.
I'm pretty good. I think if I got lost over there, I would find my way home. But over there, you would find your way home. Every time I go over there, though, I keep seeing that scene from American Werewolf in London where they're backpacking through England. And they got the backpacks on, they get attacked by a werewolf. That's what I think when I'm thinking about over there with you guys. Cold and rainy. It's either cold or rainy, or there's mountains with werewolves and Dracula, or it's all looks like Greece.
Everything is a movie to Bruce.
Yeah, it's a movie. Well, they have the best movies. Yeah.
Anyway.
He's not wrong.
No, I'm not.
Like if you watch the new Ryan Reynolds, what is it, 6 Underground or Underground 6 or something like that? It's actually taking place over there in Europe.
I want to drive one of those little Mini Coopers around the city like they do.
The Italian job.
That shit would be great. Here it's really boring.
Take it through the sewers like they do.
Actually, they're on this side of the car, so you would be like this, right? This side. I don't know.
Yeah, but by the way, everyone says Cape Town is like California in South Africa.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow, yeah, it's got a beach. I'm sure it is. I've seen the surf. Surf is good there.
Yeah. And we have also a comment from We Aren't the Lost Coast and Fact. What's up? Says hi. And he says, I'm just starting my band. Good for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Keep going.
Awesome. And also we have our good friend Matty Anson.
Hi, Matty.
Everyone. Hi Matty. How are you, man?
What's happening?
Yeah. We are good with the comments, so we can go on with our question.
Good. So,
the dog
what's happening? What?
The dog started nosing my arm. I was like, "What is he doing?"
Oh.
The puppy. He's a puppy.
Yeah, it was the dog. No replay.
Hey, man! Come on.
Hey.
Hey. So great.
No, it is. Trying to go to bed is crazy because they got to go outside and they don't want to go outside because they're not ready for bed yet. So, yeah. It's like this one goes on tour.
I know. Tommy's the tour dog.
Yeah, he goes on tour with us.
Oh, he's the tour dog.
Really?
See him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can see him.
Yeah, Tommy goes on tour with us.
Whoa.
Hey, Tommy.
So he's the rock star dog.
He's the puppy.
Hey, Tommy.
Anime on tour, but but she gets too anxious.
But he get on the stage with you guys?
Oh no.
No, not on stage. He just goes with us.
He just
Like he went to us when we shot the video. He went with us. He went with us to shows in Tennessee when we did the show in Asheville, and then in Nashville and North Carolina and Tennessee. So yeah.
He kind of
Wow.
chews the bone. Like we just give him a bone and he chews on the bone. Then,
Him and Turbo haven't been getting along, so if you notice, I keep trying to make sure that they're separate. I keep pushing them one away from the other.
yeah, 2 boy dogs.
Yeah, one's 10 years old, one's like 8 months. So it's like grandpa's like, I ain't putting up with your crap.
Okay, I get it.
Sometimes it's
I
not
get it.
nice. Especially if I'm eating a bowl of cereal. Like they're like thinking they're gonna get part of the cereal, so then they fight over the cereal, and I'm like, you guys aren't getting any of my Frosted Flakes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, guys. Do you remember your first live performance with Meg Dylan, and what was your best live performance ever, if there is one?
Oh, I'd say my best one was when we played with Saliva. You know who those guys are? We played with Saliva at a place called the Vanguard. It packed. It was like our 7th show, maybe 8th show.
Okay.
So I won't forget it because, man, like, you know, mostly when you're starting out, you play for 6 people or 8.
Yeah.
People. It was packed.
Wow.
I was like, hey. So that was my best show.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Can we all answer this question?
Sorry.
Sorry, Suzanne.
Adam?
I would say I joined these guys back in October, so I'm the baby of the band. I should say age-wise and performer-wise.
The first show. What was the first show?
The very first show was actually Texas.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. I was like 5 seconds behind the track, but for some reason, when you watch the video, we were dead on. So it's like the whole time in my ears, I'm like, I'm 5 seconds off.
Literally. He had never played with us before.
Ever.
We flew him here, practiced twice course.
Wow.
1.5, and then drove to Texas.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, 2 weeks before this 3-day run, they were like, hey, our drummer can't do these shows. So I was like, yeah, send me over what the set list would be. So they sent me these 8 songs. I'm like, cool. I had 4 of them down individually. I'm like, it's different. I can sit here and play the music all day, but until I play with them, actually, you kind of get a better grasp of how the song goes. Just because sometimes live isn't always played the same as on CD. Some bands have that philosophy. We want to bring a different sound or a different style live. So 4 songs were already down. Basically got out there, and of course it's like, okay, it's like, let's try and work on this. See how long it takes or whatnot. I think first day we started rehearsing. I got in that Sunday. We started rehearsal on Monday. And I think
what's happening?
You okay?
I fell. Sorry.
The things on live TV.
Hey, I'm a barrel of rap.
I can't even watch that.
Yeah, you can. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can share it on TikTok.
Oh, it will be. So yeah, Monday we had that practice. I think we nailed about 4 or 5 of the 8 songs, like literally, comfortably. Obviously, after the 3 shows were done, we get in and fix the finer point of things.
Yeah.
But it was like literally, it was like 2 days of practice with them, and then we took off that Wednesday for Texas. So Monday and Tuesday was all I had to actual rehearse with the band.
Wow.
At least you got to rehearse with the band before your first show.
I know, this guy.
So yeah.
I was talking about your first show with All That Remains, wasn't it? All That Remains.
All That Remains.
Yeah.
Never played with these guys before.
Just needed a bass player, and we were like,
Sent me the music about a week and a half, 2 weeks. Met him at the venue, played the show.
well, see, he was
That's how we, no, you know what's funny? What's really funny about that? It is kind of how we roll. Like, we always wind up, like, our show, the first show that we did, like, our band formed, like, one of the songs that we did on Thursday of our first show ever, we wrote Monday. It was the
Wow.
early version of Delusional, and we wrote it on Monday and played it on Thursday. I literally had the lyrics written, and I was petrified. I was absolutely petrified.
Wow.
But yeah, so that's the way it always rolls. It's just like kind of like, here we go. Are you ready to hop on this train? Because once we're going, we're going.
That's great. That's great, guys. And curious, of course. Now, do you have any other?
I would say after that 3-day run was kind of the initiation to where, because Les originally was like, yeah, you'll be flying to Houston since we're already down here in Texas. You're flying out on Sunday night or Monday early morning. I'm like, okay, cool. And it was like, hey, Les, cancel the plane ticket. And he was like, what? And it was like, yeah. It was like Bruce and Suzanne were like, hey, we got a room. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, cool, done. See ya. Coming back with you. So literally lived in California for 1.5 years, and I was like, cool. I don't have really anything tied down as far as California goes. So it's like, I'll just come back home with you guys. I'm that stray they found.
Yeah, there you go.
And do you have any other fun facts that you want to share with the public right now? Fun
Oh my God,
stories.
there's so many.
oh my God, we
have like 1 million stories of absolute insanity, like for real, like all like kind of like these guys. Whereas like Les joined the band and then off we go. Like what's one of the other ones? Like, can you think of off the top of your head something else that was just kind of like, oh yeah, here we go, poof.
Yes, never play Michael Jackson before a show, or you may lose a band member.
Yeah. Ouch. We're not supposed to talk about that. Yeah, we'll just let that one go.
Or hey, don't listen to Britney Spears. Who knows?
That, like,
What about Brittany? What'd you say?
I said, or you can listen to Britney Spears. Who knows?
I actually like Britney Spears a lot. Just saying.
Yeah. Also, Fede likes her.
I'm just blown up.
It wasn't my fault.
I'm trying to think, what other funny
For my
stories
sister.
real of? Like one of those crazy, chaotic moments, like where we're like,
oh God, I don't know. There's a million of them.
okay, I got one. The
Mhm.
first time we ran tracks. How about that? The Jersey story.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
The Jersey story.
Tracks before.
Yeah, we hadn't done with tracks before, but we were
Well,
like,
then became the one that put it all, had to figure out how to put it all together when I went to New Jersey to use them for the first time.
I'm trying to hook them up, figure out how they work. And yeah, this is insanity. It's
we were opening for Stitched Up Heart. So we had this show to open for Stitched Up Heart in New Jersey. So it was like really exciting, but we're like, we've got to start running our backing, because there's a lot of backing vocals and extra guitars and stuff that
They
we
just
don't.
control
Yeah.
ears.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we threw the rack in the car for the trip up to Jersey, and between I think we left, what was that, a Thursday?
We left
split
at
on Saturday.
midnight.
Between midnight Thursday
Yes.
and Saturday, I didn't sleep,
No.
and I got the last bit hooked up as the engineer was hooking the snake up to go live on stage.
Like, we're not kidding.
I
Like,
worked
this is actual
straight through
story.
today, then we got it just ready to go right when we hit the stage.
No.
Wow.
About tracks is, if you've got a band member that doesn't want to play, you got tracks.
That was
So
That was our ongoing.
that
That's
was
been
our
our
ongoing
ongoing joke.
So yeah, and it just
Oh,
kind of happened to us
I'm right
at
here.
one point where I was in the middle of a tour, and I was actually making guitar tracks for missing people. So
Wow.
the best memories happen.
Suzanne fell too. You guys didn't say anything to her.
Well, that's because I was leaning back to grab an animal.
See, look at my violin.
But
bow.
yeah, so
this is
look-
what happens when you have
Hey.
a song and you leave your stuff.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, like Jimmy Page, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are some of the interesting. Those are a couple of ones that we can think of off the top of our heads. That was an interesting one. That was one of the crazy, like, in the crazy things.
Yeah, that was pretty insane.
Oh, the
What?
video.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we had a video scheduled in July, and the drummer we had quit like right before
Oh
the video.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We had a drummer quit right before our video, so then we had to guess a drummer in.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. So there's a lot of videos out there with different drummers.
I wasn't sure what video. I wasn't sure if we were talking about the spur of the moment video delusional that happened on tour.
You know, the thing is people probably see those videos and they think we're a bunch of dicks, but it's not really true.
I know. That's what I think. They're like, oh my God, these guys change members like crazy. It's like, no, it's not really.
It's not really what happened.
Yeah,
The thing
yeah.
is,
I had to write them.
You guys, if you know anything about music, you have to travel. And if you can't travel, then you can't be in a band. So it's funny, you get these band members and they're in the band and they're like, man, this is great, I love it. And then we're like, well, hey, we're gonna go to Wisconsin. We have to drive to Wisconsin? Yes, we gotta drive to Wisconsin. And then we're gonna come back and go through Indiana. Oh, well, I can't do that, I got a job. Well,
Wow.
so, you know, like,
Yeah.
you get in the band and you're like, this is so awesome, I love playing. But then we're like, we gotta go out of town. Oh,
Oh,
I can't go out of town.
Well-
Like my kids.
I can't believe it.
So you gotta be. It's a tough life, man. You gotta acclimate yourself to it. So, you know.
I'm looking forward to the
Yeah,
vibe
yeah.
of this next tour, where now Adam will be playing with us and not
I know.
working for the band we're touring with.
Yeah, that's where
We
we're
had
at.
so much fun on the Head PE tour with Adam. That was so fun. Like that, yeah.
Yeah, Adam was the tech for Head PE, and that's where we met him. And like, yeah, like now he's gonna actually go on tour with us.
Come with us.
Yeah.
They're like, we're gonna-
The funny thing is we're going on tour with the band I used to work for. So it's gonna be like, they're like, yeah, they've already hit me up. They're like, so are you coming with us on this run? I'm like, no. You guys start in June. We have two possibly more shows in June. We got 2 possibly more shows in July, and then we have the August run, and then we have a festival in September. It's like, do you not see our calendar, let alone my calendar? It's like, how am I going to be able to make this work unless you plan on flying me back and forth, and that's going to cost you more than what you're paying me.
Right, that's fun.
It is.
Wow.
yeah.
Great. Okay, guys. What are the plans for you and the band in the future?
Well, more singles. Or, you know, the thing is we've got to look at the music scene a little different. You know, I've been in the music scene for just as long as Adam, and things have changed so drastically. Like, I swear, putting an album now out is a waste of money. It seems to me. Like,
Yeah, we totally agree with you.
like you make an album and you play one song, so you spend what $10,000 to make a record, and you play one song. So why not release singles? So we're kind of taking that adventure right now. Like we're going to release a single, then maybe another single, then maybe another single. See how that goes for us. We're just really basically trying new things.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same road we start to choose right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
You guys?
Yeah, we are talking about that in these weeks, and we totally agree with this strategy. You know.
Yeah. No, it's true. The last 2 songs that we did, I didn't even see my engineer. I didn't see him. We did it. So I sent an email, and then went back and forth until it was done. So, you know, once we did it that way, I'm like, well, I guess we can just do it that way. So, but then we started releasing songs, and we released 2 songs with no record back in it. So I was like, you know what? Let's just keep doing it that way. Because, you know, the thing is when we released Amethyst, there are probably 3 songs on it that have not gotten any of the love at all. We don't even really play them live. We know how to play them, but we don't play them live because they never got anything.
We released the album right before the pandemic.
Yeah,
that
didn't help.
hurt.
But I mean, the songs that were the best ones that the PR agreed, this is the song, this is the song, this is the song. If I could go back in time, I would have just done those 3 songs and put more love into different songs, because I feel like doing a record, unless you're going to sit in the studio for 2 months, 3 months, you're really not going to give everything to each song. Now if you go in the studio for 1 month and do 1 song, it's going to be a great song probably, because you put all this time into it. So like I said, we're just experimenting with it. We'll see.
Seems to be working.
Yeah.
Seems to be working. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
see a lot of bands doing it. They'll have 3 singles.
Yeah. And what about live shows?
Oh, we got a lot of live shows.
Yeah, we got a lot of live shows coming up. Like out of the way, which
we're-
is what we're talking about. And
We're
have some
I think
shows.
we're up about 14 shows so far confirmed.
Wow.
So,
Yeah,
and
it
that's
opens up.
from actually this Thursday to September. So
Yeah, and Blue Ridge Rock Festival, I think, is like one of the, that's like really, really exciting.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's
she
great,
can also
guys.
Come over for that.
Rock and roll. And do you have any
Just listen playing.
other projects besides MAGG?
No, we own a company.
No, like musical projects. No.
No.
You are focused
I can't say
100%.
this. We have our songs, and then we have a group of different songs too that we work on that that are just lighter, I guess. We haven't really released any of those yet, though. So I mean, as far as music goes, I don't think we're going to run out of anything right now. Like we write our own songs. We will always write our own songs. You know what I'm saying? Like unless we're in a studio with somebody bigger. I think my biggest thing this last couple months that's been for me is, I'm probably crossing the line here, is trying to get on Spotify lists, because the curators don't they don't put you on a list if they don't think that you're worthy, I guess, or whatever. They're just like the gatekeepers. They're going to allow you to move so far forward. So that's my biggest issue right now, is getting on Spotify playlists, because it would change the amount of listeners we have.
Yeah.
We could just stick ourselves on certain lists, because we noticed it. We got put on a list that wasn't really that big, but overnight we had how many?
A lot.
A lot, and it's like, I feel that's where I'm at right now. I want to get on some of those good playlists, and it's not my choice.
What kind of playlist was it? Algorithmic, daily mix?
No, it was
Oh, it's melodic metal.
Melodic
Is one
metal?
of them that we got put on. But what he wants is one of the Spotify curated playlists, like Heavy Queens or Top of the Core or New Noise, or one of those that's got 100,000 plus followers.
because I go through those lists. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I go through, those are on my playlist. I would love it if my band was on it. And, I feel like that there is a place for us. I just wish we could find it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know how it works. So
Yeah.
That's my biggest concern right now as far as band.
Yeah, we get you. We have other comments, right, Fede?
Yeah, we have greetings from Mekabelikov. Says, good afternoon, Ravens and Dylan. I'm late as usual. Don't worry, man.
So
And also we have...
Yeah. I'm
Don't worry.
optimistic about it. I'm just
what's the
impatient.
question?
I'm impatient is the thing.
Yeah, there is also a question from, I think it's Matty from the Ravenscry Official Fan Club. Say, I like to ask our guests if the brands of equipment they use were influenced by their heroes.
that's actually a good question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question. I'm so sorry.
Oh, he's asking if what brand of equipment you are using were influenced by their heroes, by your heroes. For me was Sinister Gates from Avenged Sevenfold, and I use a Schecter.
Okay.
I have a Schecter.
So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about you guys.
I use a Legator.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I use a Legator band fret. And
Wow.
Great.
Oh, guitar corner.
Show and tell. This is like his favorite question.
Oh
Wow.
I love that color.
It's
I
sick.
use, see how the fan frets go?
Yeah.
And amazing.
Yeah, but
Wow.
I love the guitar, and I love you, Ibanez, but Legator's got you. There goes that endorsement.
Yeah, I know. There goes that endorsement. All right.
I don't think I'm good.
I use Shure. I have Shures for my in-ears, and then I have an Audio Box wireless mic.
I use a Helix.
Yeah, we use the Helix.
Oh,
You
Got
use a
into
Helix.
HX Stomp. Yeah, I love that thing. Changed my world. Changed my rig
Yeah.
to this.
Yeah, it's this
Love
big.
that stuff. HX Stomp, worth guitars, worth bass guitars.
And I use D drums. As far as like if it was inspired by my heroes, not really. It's just always been a company that I've always like loved the sound, but it's also their drums are super light. So this is actually my third D drum kit that I've actually on, and I've had it for 6 years now. But I mean, I use the typical Zildjian cymbals. A lot of artists that I listen to use Zildjian. Then you have Sabian, Pasty, and all of them and stuff like that. But to answer that question, I don't think it was really inspired by any of my heroes, unless you want to call Vinnie Paul one of them, because he was actually a D drum artist. But he wasn't my deepest, as far as drum influence.
Longest answer. Longest to get up on stage.
He's got the most stuff.
He's got most of the stuff, man. I go like this, and I'm done. Where's my plug?
Yeah, drummers,
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, it's time to share some links about the bands.
Yeah, of course.
So
Guys, just follow MAGG Dylan on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Rebel Nation, and also their website. And I know, guys, you are lazy. I'm talking to our fans. So all the links will be in the copy after the live chat. So you have no excuse.
yeah,
Thank
You have to follow them.
So much.
You're welcome.
Oh, absolutely.
follow them because they are great. So check it out, all the links we put on. Okay, now it's the time for a question that we used to do, and it's very funny usually. So, which are your hobbies and interests besides music? You said dogs, and what else?
Dogs. That's all I have. Oh, actually, I do like to work outside in the garden.
Oh,
Really?
I really do.
Oh, great.
Yeah, like yesterday I was out there, and I also I raise butterflies.
Oh,
So I have milkweed and monarch butterflies. So I always have monarch butterflies and caterpillars every year, and that was what I was planting yesterday was some of my milkweed and my butterfly bushes, so that when the butterflies eclose or the caterpillars eclose, that they have somewhere to go.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
last year
great.
was released over 35 of them, but I get so excited because then I just go and I watch. It's so cool to see them form the chrysalis, because you can tell like they go into this J formation, and that's Bruce's hobby. They go into this J formation, and then they go into a chrysalis, and to watch them come out of that, it's a little miracle. It's amazing. And I have some videos of it. I think I actually put it on one of the Spotify videos that's on one of the songs is the butterfly closing.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
it's
wow.
super cool.
That's great. That's great. I have a friend that bought three. I don't know the name in English. I'm sorry. Three little. Yeah, before become.
Caterpillars.
worms?
Yeah.
Is it
Okay.
worm?
Caterpillars.
Oh.
Three little caterpillars that had to become butterflies, but one of them just ate the other two.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it happens.
It does
If they don't
Is
have
it-
enough food, they will eat each other. It's crazy. I have a
Wow.
video of the caterpillar
Cannibalism.
actually too.
Wow. So is it normal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Wow.
whole bush. We'll go out there overnight, and the whole bush will be gone. They're like tight
Wow.
bush.
Wow.
It's crazy.
They're amazing little creatures.
Okay.
You say so.
So
So
your hobby, Lucifer, is PlayStation, I guess.
Your hobby is PlayStation?
Actually, that, and we work in a wood flooring factory. So we work with
Okay.
Lagler's Swedish,
German.
German, and Loba. Swedish. One of them Swedish.
Okay.
So yeah, we sell sander parts. I guess it's not really a hobby; it's more of a job, but we do it all day long. So
Okay.
and I usually watch Netflix while I'm doing it.
Yeah. What are you watching right now?
I just finished Startup.
Startup. Okay.
It's Startup. It's about a Bitcoin.
Okay.
oh really?
It was good. It was really good. I watched the whole thing. And then Shadow and Bone, I finished.
Okay.
So yeah, I've watched them all. They can't even watch shows with me because like I'll finish it. They're like, oh, I already saw that. Sorry guys.
Did you? I don't know if you are a fan of superheroes and whatever, but did you see Jupiter Legacy?
Oh, Jupiter. Yes, that's next.
Yeah, Jupiter. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, me too. How about that? The first season, right?
I watched the first episode. I liked it.
Oh.
Because the superhero has a great beard. And
Yeah, it's like Jesus within the mantle, you know. So Jesus is a superhero because he has superpowers.
I like it.
In
Though.
the mantle.
Really good.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I saw all the first season and it's good. It's really good.
Yeah, that's
You have
next.
to see all. Yeah.
What about you, Adam?
Where do I start?
I don't know.
Yeah, which one? Okay, I'll make it quick. I'm a gamer, currently playing on Xbox. I prefer PlayStation or PC, but it was kindly given to me by these lovely couple right here. So I can still play the same games, and some of the games I can still play with some of my friends.
Okay.
What are you pointing up for? Yes, I am right above you.
No, I know. I'm looking up like the Brady Bunch.
Like the Brady Bunch box.
I'm also actually co-host and in charge of A&R for a satellite radio company called the Silent Radio Network. So I do a bunch of live streams. The company itself also hosts live shows and concerts. So we have that. I actually do a lot with the website here for the band, and then some of the social media. Me and Suzanne do a lot of the social media stuff as far as for the band. Yeah, there's hobbies, interests. There's a lot more, but things that I'm actually doing right now.
Okay. Okay, great. We are near to the end, and we used to
How
ask
about
our.
you? Les has a lot of interest in hobbies.
Yeah, we miss him. Now, bro.
What?
We miss him.
What are your interests in
My
hobbies?
interest in hobbies?
Yeah.
Our hobbies. Okay.
This is my interest in my hobby. Well, it's not my hobby. What's going on? We're about to die.
Uh-oh. We're running at low power.
Okay.
And you're 20%.
I don't know, man.
So Fede, let's start with you.
Stay busy with work and stuff a lot. Like to surf when I can. We rarely have waves here. Just play with these guys as much as I can. Other than that, I promote book shows for a club, build stages, build shows, big build opportunities.
Yeah, he creates opportunity for our band. For being an independent artist.
Great.
Oh, that's great.
Like probably the best team I've ever had to be a part of in a band. And it takes a lot of that. I don't think I've ever been in one where all 4 people play a very important part, a separate key part. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this one goes.
Yeah, everybody does their own thing. That's the thing. Is everybody has a job.
Yeah.
The band, they got to get their stuff done.
Yeah.
That's,
What? Hey, Tom. It's Tommy.
He was jumping on anime, which he's not allowed because she's little.
He's a bully.
He's a bully, like not just a bulldog bully, like an actual bully.
Dirty.
Hi, Turbo.
okay, guys.
Good.
Now we can do the last one. So we used to ask our guests to do a very official final speech. So if you want to say something else to the audience, something important for you, it's your moment.
Okay, where are you guys at, anyways? I'm just wondering where you guys are in Italy.
To the north, near Milan.
Yeah, to Milan and Bergamo.
Oh, cool.
Milan, Italy.
Milan.
Yeah.
Milano.
Milan.
Have you ever?
Oh my God!
Have you ever
Yeah.
been there?
Why?
I'm gonna come model some of my clothes in Milan.
So what? I guess I just love to say thank you
Yes, thank you very much.
for the support and the streams and the attention, because thank you for having us and
You're welcome.
supporting
You're
us.
glad.
Like it's
All the
Very,
way over
very
there
grateful.
is the thing. Like in Italy, like we would love to come over there and play. So I guess request, listen to us, Shazam us. The more likes and hears we have from over there, the more of a chance we have of coming over there, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we would damn sure. I'd love to come to Italy. That's for
Oh,
sure.
you.
That's a bucket list.
Get some real Italian pizza.
Sure.
Eat some real spaghetti.
I know. I just want to ride a moped.
Yeah.
I think that's what I see in all the movies. I don't know shit.
I mean, most people like go on a gondola.
Yeah, I
That's what
You totally can recreate the Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah.
me? Damn. Now, this is fun.
now we're gonna have to watch that movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
It's just awesome that we got to reach out all the way over there. Like, I mean, super cool.
Okay, guys. If you will ever come here, Fede will cook for you.
Oh, that would
He's
be amazing.
Absolutely.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yes, of course.
His face right now. He literally was about to take a drink. He was
I
like,
will
wait.
try to do
what?
my best. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Let's.
Yeah, I don't want to go there
What?
and Caltech.
Don't worry.
Anyway, it will be great to play together maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it will be great. So if you will plan to come here, let's write us. Let's meet together, and let's do a show together. What do you think?
Absolutely.
That'd be awesome.
That sounds
We have a lot of good clubs and venues here.
clubs.
in
Yeah.
North.
Can't.
Yeah.
Just like in the movies. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
I would say we have all next year, so you let us know date and time, and maybe we can schedule something.
Yeah.
Okay, Fede, am I missing something to say?
Wow. Let me. Yes. Yeah, you missed something. I just want to tell you that you can find one song of Mac Dylan in our new playlist that I will add after the live show. Sorry. And what else? Okay, you can join if you want to chat with us. You can join our official Telegram channel and make fun of me. No, but yeah, you can chat with us, and also, we just did the 10th anniversary of our first album, and so we released our limited edition of the vinyl of One Way Out. So
Oh,
there are
cool.
two
that's
copies.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
dope.
Yeah. 10
Yeah.
years. We are getting
10
old.
years.
I like that.
I was bored at that time.
You're not that old. Look at you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm young, as you can see. I'm a really
Yeah, I have
young.
to say, that tomorrow I will go to cut all my hairs.
Your hair looks so great.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Oh, now I got why you are so sad. Is that thing?
No,
Is that thing?
it's not. I'm happy for that.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
So
it's not interesting. So move on.
Yeah. But by the way,
I want to get my hair cut in Milan.
Really?
What, Bruce?
Get my hair cut in Milan? That's a story.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
We want to hear that.
Crazy.
Yeah, we want to hear the story right now.
Supercuts down the street.
Okay,
I know.
I think we are. That's all. So thanks again to our friends, Lucifer, Suzanne, Adam, and
Les.
yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. Thanks again, and check all the links about the guys because they're great. And
Yeah.
see you in the next Ravenscry live chat.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.